I got what you want.
The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. From TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the back-to-back defending NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Irving buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out. Out in a cut like that, but that was nice.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Just getting. Started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. To Green. Beyond the arc for three. And Draymond Green thrives in these spots. Hand in his face, he still knocks it down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want. If he keeps playing like this, we... all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court. We're saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Thompson to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Kyrie Irving. Three for 4. Good start.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
To Curry. Lets it fly from long range, and Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three. Curry, no doubt, is a transformative player. Some say for the worst. Is there too much of a reliance on the three-point shot at all levels?
No, we're watching the game evolve, and Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. Kyrie Irving. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Curry. 4-3. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Curry, that's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head. It was just a tap it off.
Here's a chance from long range. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Irving had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Sean Livingston. Thompson. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Sean Livingston. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Irving. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Has a look. Livingston's shot won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three. Boston with the basketball.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Here's Irving into the front court, trailing by 4. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Thompson. Klay Thompson is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw. Gets a second to go with one more to come. Three for 3. Nice. Deep 3 at the buzzer. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Thompson from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep right corner. Fires the three. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Irving with the basketball. Down 5. Has a chance. Kyrie with a shot, no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Fires the three and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team on top by 8. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And the nice finish at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Bell to Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Morris. Aaron Baines powers it through.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Durant to Curry. For 3, he was all over him. And look out.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
From the painted area, won't go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team up by 7. Curry, man, that was a tough shot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. KD with the rock. Gets a shot up off the mark. Irving into the front court. Trailing by 10. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Bell to Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Marcus Smart. Can't connect from in close.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys trail by 13. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Irving shakes free and hits. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Rozier into the front court. Down 11. To Irving. Turned away by Cousins.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's Steph at the controls. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rozier with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Horford to Rozier. Nice pass to get things going.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Durant to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Here's Curry with it up top. Lead is 12. To Irving. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curry. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Warriors come away with it. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. All like that. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Kyrie with the rock. To Jaylen Brown. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Durant. Kevin Durant. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Cousins, they need something to go down. It's no good. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Thompson. And scores.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
Into the front court, it's Irving. The deficit now up to 13. And finishes strong.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Thompson, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Lays it up and in. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Curry. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Durant, tough shot. He hits.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Gets it in the right corner. There it is, Al Horford. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this. The legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Horford to Irving. And the rebound by KD. Cousins is good. There's no denying he's a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Thompson to Durant. 4-3. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Cousins. Rebound taken by Baines. Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Hayward. Kyrie lets it go. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Livingston to Cousins. Here's a chance from long range. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. No good. Defense catching a break there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes.
Irving. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Corner three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. And Jay, no surprise, the defending champs in complete control.
And we call that first-class problems. Just too many weapons, and the rich keep getting richer. When you have 5 All-Stars on one team and then an NBA Finals MVP as well, that's a good problem now.
Hayward knocked loose. Shot by Hayward, no good. Livingston to bring it up. The lead is 15. To Cousins. Short jumper misses.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Hayward. From long range. Can't connect. Livingston across the timeline. His guys up by 15. Thompson add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his follow through.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Celtics have it. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Shot from the lane won't go. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. To Sean Livingston. Fires the three. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Livingston across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Thompson. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hayward. Irving. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Livingston. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Green to Thompson. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Boston with the rebound. Kyrie Irving for 2. And it's Livingston with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Irving. And the Warriors have the rebound. Green. To Thompson. For 3, the hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Hayward. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Irving. Can't connect. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Hayward. Short jumper off the mark. To Green. Thompson. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend. Boom, baby.
To Thompson. Curry. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyrie. Doesn't get the bounce. Oh, and a putback. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. It's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors must be feeling a million different things right now, all of them great. They've done it, NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics are experiencing the kind of disappointment that can't be shared by anyone but a teammate. It's pretty quiet in their locker room right now. I can only imagine how tough it must be. The Celtics relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. Assists.
The Golden State Warriors showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Klay Thompson gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.